Alright, wholeness. Sorry, on my way to the store, but somebody asked me a question because they've heard me refer to this a few times now where I said where most of y'all are still stuck in the God box. What do I mean by the God box? God, in my interpretation, is a generated awareness that is operating outside of itself in dispersal. Please take your time with that. The quick version of God is generator, operator, destroyer. It is where you have been generated into an experience that you are operating through. You know, like you operate a vehicle, you're the one driving it. I've been generated into an experience and I'm the one driving through it, but it's destroying me. So it's dispersal from self where you've already been dispersed from yourself. So it's a double stage of separation. So you'll hear me say, you still caught in the God box. You still see yourself not even only in just duality, but you see yourself in multiplicity, mind, body, soul. You see yourself in multiplicity. Basically, that is anything that gives you the value of identity, of experience. Don't get me wrong. You can still realize that you are identifying as the experience you're going through, but you don't hold the same level of connection and you don't see it as some glamorized point of separation to where it gets kind of hard to explain, but you don't see yourself, you don't keep thinking of yourself in separation and duality. You understand that this is just a projected piece of something, terminology here. You see yourself as a projected piece of something much more magnificent in magnitude. The simple part of my mind wanted to say bigger, larger. Those are still denotations of separation. So while you may hear me talk about those a lot, I can't talk to you. And again, it's not me trying to be funny. This is just being what it is. The experience that I'm having with myself as a figment of this fragmentation is, I understand that the other parts of the fragmentation, for the most part, don't have that same awareness. A lot of you think this is who you are. A lot of you think in the terms of, even if this ain't who I am, I've been something else before that led me to where I'm at now. That's that glamorized, again, where you hear me beat up on the Akashic system. That is where this life cycle is only the connection point to other life cycles. And then when I tie them all in together, it makes one big old magnificent story that is going to show me a better version of me. All these are concocted ideologies of you in the form of pure energy, identifying with what you are telling yourself is your experience. It's a figment. It's a fragmentation of an imagination. Imagination is nothing but an image in the mind that is going through the action, but it can't see itself. It only sees where it's been projected into. So again, I can't help you with that one either. But when I say the God box, I'm talking about where you already thinking of yourself in separation, so much to the point to where even when you stop thinking in separation, you still see yourself as separated. This gets into that, well, I know I'm the Most High. I know the Most High working for me. I know the universe working for me. I know God working for me. I know this, that, the other. It still is thinking in the form of separation to where I'm still not enough to be doing this on my own. I'm just closer to who I think is doing it to me or for me. Never, holy shit, this is all me, in the psychosis of myself in fragmentation, which means that even me ain't me. I'm just who I'm identifying with, but I'm only a fragment, just like she's a fragment, he's a fragment, you're a fragment. Wouldn't you like to be a fragment too? The answer is no. You don't want to be a fragment. You don't want to get caught in the God box. You want to start seeing that if I've been generated and operating into an experience that is only designed for my destruction, I might want to get out of the God box and figure out why I'm destroying myself. Only then will you start to realize that even if at the end of the day there is something greater than separation, Or I mean to say, if there is something greater than me in my wholeness, if something is greater than me to the point to where it can put me in separation, I don't have a chance of facing it until I face myself. That'll make sense to somebody. I heard you. That'll make sense to somebody. If I've already been torn apart, I don't have a chance of getting back to who tore me apart if I ain't learned how to put me together. Let the people say amen. Don't say amen. Say, oh shit. It's all me. God box. Some of y'all are boxing your own selves to sleep, waiting on the God that you won't be. And even God ain't shit compared to Source. Hell, there's millions of gods in perception in this reality that ain't even real. Do your work and stop letting shit work over you.